Euro.
Un cappuccino, un macchiato, poi Nutella. Due cappuccini probabilmente
Voi di là.
macchiato e cappuccino.
A gentle rush, yet also still. Home is when I'm with you. No need to try, 'cause you're more than enough. Flow like a river, only for us. Kaleidoscope of patterns flow into one. Come together with the setting sun. Wash over me, cleanse me completely to the rhythm of your tide, 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 tide. Silence draws us closer still. Unspoken words we see through. Collecting time, this love is kind. We found a place to belong. No need to try, 'cause you're more than enough. Flow like the river, deep only for us.
Dove ci
Dove
chiediamo?
desiderate, o in saletta o qua, come preferite?
Merlo sciolto.
Merlo rosso, certo, sì.
Mezzo litro.
Mezzo litro di merlo rosso, volentieri.
Grazie.
Grazie a voi. Voilà,
Grazie.
adesso
Abbondante.
e voilà, piano piano.
Grazie.
Buon appetito signori. boccalini, sì. Sì. Eccoci qua.
Grazie.
Voilà.
Posso avere un caffè macchiato? Questo qua avete fatto particolare per voi, Froda c'è scritto.
Però non si sa mai. Questo è proprio tipico ticinese, eh?
Sì, certo. Quella tazza lì è che c'è scritto Froda.
No, quella è l'ultima che c'è. No,
Sì, sì,
mi
beh,
sa.
no.
Sì.
Un piatto di spaghetti e carbonara,
Ok,
poi una pizza atomica
una pizza atomica, sì.
e poi prosecco,
E un bicchiere?
una bottiglia.
Una bottiglia di prosecco? Ok. Chi lo prova?
Io, ma comunque penso che vada bene,
Ok.
grazie.
Prego, a voi. Grazie. Ti serve la copia?
Sì, grazie.
schönen Tag.
Merci.
Tschüss, merci.
Passport, please. We charge only 1 Swiss franc that you will receive back by the
nobody knows. I don't wanna keep it, so lean in close.
Yeah, I'm coming in a few minutes.
It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from voices waiting near the earth to touch our hearts of gold.
Alles gut sonst?
Ja, danke.
Haben Sie Sonne bestellt? Vielleicht.
Ja. Nur für eine Stunde guckt ihr. Ja.
Spielt keine Rolle.
Okay, danke.
Ja, bitte.
moving every couple years, packing up and finding a new home. There's a beauty in the anonymity it brings. When my feet get to itching, I just run. All my friends have stopped inviting me to where they are, figuring I'll just be on the road. It's not that they're wrong, it's just that I wish it were different. But hey, the plane is boarding time to go. Oh, call out all you who wander, seeking beyond wherever you've been. Write your life like it's a screenplay. What will the words say when it all ends? There are mornings I wake up and don't know where I am. Another city I'll be leaving soon. But in between the planes and cars are strangers who became a part of all the homes I'm building on the moon. We're all told that life's a game of compromise, and in many ways I
Willkommen zurück.
suppose it's true.
Wir hoffen, Sie konnten die Erlebniswelt und das Panorama in vollen Zügen genießen.
Guerre. Entre-temps, laissez vos impressions et vos expériences vous imprégner.
What will the
The afterglow of this daily war. I need so much more than just holy water. The wind is roaring my heavy song. It's been way too long since I almost caught her. Baby, let me lay here a while until the day moves over. I'm hanging on, yes, I'm staying home. I need so much ground just to keep from floating. My love is roaring that heavy song. It's been way too long since I almost caught her. Baby, let me lay here a while until my heart goes sober. Baby, let me lay here a while until my heart goes sober.
Zweimal Kaffeekuchen bitte.
Zweimal Kaffeekuchen, danke. Aprikosenkuchen mit? So, 39,20 bitte. Ist 40 und 10,50. Danke vielmals, schönen Tag noch.